Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk in a couple of words about another mind toxin which affects our mental health. It affects our well-being, our best function of the brain, it being affected by this I would just call terrible toxin. I see a lot of people around. Even sometimes I see some leaders that are governed by this. They are controlled. Their mind is controlled. By these toxins. So, like they are obeyed by these toxins. It's terrible to see a man or woman at maturity time who really talk so much about who they are actually, who they want to be, because they are not such way. So what this proudness does to the brain, to some people, brain health. Now, every one of us is programmed to be certain way. The program is put together by some genetic, I would say, just gifts or genetic values or genetic things that we inherited from our parents. But the environment that we live on, we also get some knowledge, get some other information, get some other things which are part of building up our personality. So, but what I would say more than anything, is very simple. Our destiny, our plan of life, our mission in this life. Because, my dear friends, I know some of you may not agree because you didn't understand yet, but I didn't know before also. So nothing wrong if you don't believe, nothing wrong if you don't understand yet now. But you're going to later, if you are interested on what you are here for. So what's life about? You're going to, little by little, arrived to this conclusion, get to this, idea that life is given for certain purpose, certain reason. Now, destiny, the real destiny is only one. Now, unless we just try to not to execute, but something, the way we live other way than our destiny is I would say is chaotic way to live. Is not real way. Now, proudness is like people wants to be somebody else. People wants to be different than they are. People wants to be what they like to be without developing their values up to that level. You see, if somebody talk about he's Jesus, right? Oh, now, I know he wants to be Jesus, but he didn't get to that kind of purity of mind, of living, of soul, to become like a Jesus. So, but he behaved like a Jesus, you see. So this is the effect of being proud, want to be somebody else than you are. You want to be more than you are without achieving, without gathering the values to be where you want to be. Now, that creates a lot of problems. Now, it creates a problem between you and the society. Because everybody see the way you are, the way normally you are, but they want to see somebody else. They want to see you in a different ways. But people are smart. Most of the people are smart. They see the real way, the right way. But you want them to look to see somebody else. Then you lie yourself. You cheat yourself. You see? So you try to cheat to lie yourself. Now, if you want to cheat to lie yourself, you want to be somebody else, then you are designed to be, then you are programmed to be, then your mission is to be, right? So that means your brain has to really start working harder, because the brain is programmed to go on a certain road, on a certain passage, in a certain rhythm. To do certain things, but if you don't want to be who you are, you want to be somebody else. You want to be you have to. The brain has to work hard to create a different mechanics, to create a different way to live and to take decisions. There are not information proper for that one. So sometimes you lie, sometimes you cheat, sometimes you confuse yourself. You see, so what happened? That caused a lot of work for the brain, extra work. So the brain was programmed to work. He has this his supply with the nutrients for certain amount of creation. Now you want more than this, because that is not good, but you want something else. Then we need a different supply. More supply was the nutrients in order to really perform more and different. So then the brain start wearing out. It wearing out and start having some problem. Now, at the same time as I spoke, or I was describing in some previous video, now, if the brain work more than supposed to, so that mean is a more amount of toxins, right? Those toxins has to be eliminated, but there is not a capacity, the venous capacity to eliminate. So they have to spend, the toxin has to be stored over there in the brain to spend more time, to stay there longer, so then create toxicity in the brain. I think I spoke about this on some. So this is the situation. This is what happened when the brain is forced to do more than is trained, more than is programmed, more than its capacity. So appear all those extra work which cause more tiredness in the brain, it causes more tension in the brain, so the brain suffer. So if the brain suffer, the entire body suffer. So this is the proudness. Now you create the conflict within inside yourself, inside your head, conflict with who you normally are and who you want to be. But there is another problem. Now here, people see that you are someone, but you want to be somebody else. You just make believe that you are somebody else. You want to show different face, right? You want to be smart, but you are not as smart as you want to be. So people see that you are not as smart as you want them to believe, and of course they, you create a not the best picture, so they disrespect you. So this is the way that you affect, in this situation, the person affect the relation with the society, with the people around. So a lot of people just they just try to stay away from you, because this is exaggerating, this is not real, this is a fake. So we're too proud. They show that it's a bigger deal than it is, and it's bigger deal than, it's a superior of us. So it creates very big discordance between people, between you and other people, you see. So this is the being proud. It's a tremendous toxin. It's very bad toxins. It's bad for you. So, and also, if you want to, when you process certain stored information in order to take the decision. So this this toxin control your mind, right? So, when the information is processed, the processing of information is affected. This toxin changes the information processing. It changes because want to create something else than the information is. So also the decision is taken. If the decision is not up to the level that the proudness wants to be, so then even the decision is modified. So it creates tremendous mess, and your life quality when you do a fake things, right? So the life quality that is based on that decision now is also affected because it's not real. At one point you see that it's not real. At one point you see that is not the best thing, and you suffer. Now when you suffer, you add tension in the brain. When you add tension in the brain, so that means the brain getting affected, the brain function, and the brain tension as a brain stress, which is the same thing. When that is considered a secondary cause of disease, then the secondary cause of disease increases, and that cause more tension throughout the body, and when there is a small problem, the problem gets aggravated by this brain tension. You see, I think we spoke in some video how this happened over there, where the primary cause is, how that can be affected by the secondary cause, and they both together create bigger and bigger, and that if maintained for a longer time, create bigger and bigger and bigger problems, up to God knows what. I just don't want to mention the words, but it's not really a good idea. Okay, my friends, so that's all for the proudness, which is a terrible toxin. And try to look inside you, and when you see it, just try to correct it. Okay, my friends, you take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.